Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video, and today we're going to be continuing on with making our 8-star solar system with habitable life. So we're going to be continuing directly on from last episode, because I'm actually filming this in the future, as if you remember at the end of the last episode I'd already created these 3 objects here, because I made the recording a little too long, so I wanted to split it into 2 pieces effectively, because otherwise the video would have been like an hour and a half or something, so yeah, I didn't want to make it too long. So we're going to be starting today moving on from a Lombi, which we finished off last episode, and then moving on to the next 3 objects out here. So I hope you all enjoy it, guys. If you enjoy it, make sure to press that like button as well. Helps on the journey to 40,000 subscribers also, as we're getting closer and closer by the day. But I'll let me from the past take it from here. So I'll see you in the next one, everybody. Now, moving on. Now we're going to go with a full-on earth-like world. So let's go with a cool template for that as well. Maybe something with a tint or something would be quite interesting. So let's see what we can come up with. I don't know if I have many objects with blue tints though. That's the thing. Because a blue tinted world is quite nice. So these, not thinking one of those this time. I'm going to place a few in and see which sort of one I want to go with. So I'm going to place just a few here. I can't remember if I've got any that are really tinted. That's the thing. I wouldn't mind a tinted one because I think that would look pretty awesome. I don't know if I have a rocky planet that's got a blue tint on it at the moment. Ooh, no, that's going into the gases. No, I don't know. Oh, no, I do have. I think I have one. I think this world is. I'm sure this is tinted. Let's go a little zoom in a bit. I think Laurel is tinted. Let's have a look here. I really wish that tints could be in the game. It's annoying they're only in the files. Oh no, is it? No, it was once upon a time. It used to be tinted. This one. That was tinted a long time ago. I think I've updated it. That's why it's lost its... Yeah, I'm sure some of these guys used to be tinted. Oh, well, okay. That's tinted. You can see that's tinted because of the colours there. So let's try... I'm going to just put that one over there for now. Is this one tinted? No, it's all about when you place it in. You can see if it's tinted, if it's highlighted in a different colour. See, that's had some sort of tint done to it. No tint there. Ooh, it's a hard choice. It's a hard choice. That's had some sort of tint done to it as well. But a lot of the ones are more yellowy. We want more of a bluish tint for someone. I have to go and make one in the files myself, by the looks of things. But I haven't modded the game in quite a long time. It's been ages. That's got some sort of tint on it as well. I know I've got blue tinted gas giants, but not... That's tinted blue. That gas giant, that Neptune one there. But yeah, I haven't got a rocky tinted, unfortunately. Is that... That one's got a green on it. How would that look? Is that is definitely a rocky planet, isn't it? Yeah, it is, yeah. This used to be a gassy sort of looking world. I think it's just a... Yeah, that has a weird texture on it. Textures look up Saturn. So that had a Saturn texture on it, which you can't actually access from this menu. There you go, that fixes it. But that has some tint on it, so I may try with that, actually. Life world, how does this look? Yeah, not going to go with that. Alright, so let's see what the other one looked like I placed as well. 1A, is this has I think this was tinted as well. Ice, snow off, liquid off. What's that blue haze coming from? Is that just that's a Mars sort of looking texture on it? Custom. So is it tinted? If we put it all... See, that's tinted blue, because you can see if I put it to white, it appears blue. So I may go with maybe a tinted world, because it makes the oceans... You get like ocean colours you can't normally get by doing that. Okay, I may go with 1A actually. So forget the other one I placed. Or we could keep it for now. We'll see. We'll come back to it. So let's just let this one run for the time being. Okay. So, atmosphere. What are we looking at? Has it got an atmosphere? It does. We want it in the green, so we'll leave it. Yes, it's looking okay so far. Maybe a little more infrared. All right. So we'll see how that functions now. It's got very low albedo. I'll give it a little bit of albedo. Temperature's minus 18. Let's put it straight to 0. Get a little bit of warmth. So Mars texture as well. I do want to get rid of that. So let's go Mars and flat. So we'll change. You know, we could keep the Mars as a secondary. So I'm going to put Mars there. And then I'm going to mix it with maybe... I quite like some of Saturn's moons sometimes. Yeah, if they usually come up with good textures. I'm thinking that's got to be... Oh, no, I want to go... Oh, Ganymede. Dione's usually... I quite like Dion's texture, I think, when you add water to it, so I'm going to go with that. For now, you get all the cool craters as well. There you go, mix it in a bit. So you got the Mars and Dion kind of combined there. Alright, so, down here. I need the water as well. So what have we got? Does this contain any water? He does. Oh, he does, yeah. I'm going to settle the liquid. Stabilize phases. Settle liquid. Freeze, melt. Okay, so I don't think we have enough oceans on it. Try and increase the sea level, possibly. Where's that? So it's always, I always get mixed up between surface and composition for some of these buttons. Right. Ooh, so it doesn't like when I add water to it or increase the sea level. So I think we need a little more water in there. What temperature? So it's sitting at 10. Okay, definitely has water in it. You can see the blue there. So why is it not coming out on the surface? It is made in an older version of the game. That is true. Composition. And the water is there. What's the water's state in at the moment? 100% liquid phase, but it's not showing up. Oh, maybe it would help if I turn the water on. Yes, there we go. Yeah, that's Soulship. That would help, wouldn't it? Because I disabled it earlier. Right, that's more like it. Now we can go down here and actually do it properly and get our sea level where we want him. I don't know about that texture on second thought. Let's go... I'm going to go planet 15 and Mars maybe then. Because planet 15 just solves all your problems. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Surface. Nah, I don't know if I like it. Maybe I do Mars first? What about an inverted Mars? So I'm going to go with... Oh, there's so many things. Back to Mars. There. And I'm going to press that one, because that inverts it. And then settle liquid. Surface. Then lower the sea level down. Is that... I don't know if I like it. I do not know if I like that. Doesn't look very good. There you go, Mars and Mercury. Let's see. No. I like the green patches. That's really cool. How does that look? And then if I settle liquid now? Nah, I'm not feeling Mars. Nah, no way. It doesn't look right. Ganymede. Ganymede and a Mercury. That's a lot of craters then. Ganymede and Mercury combined. How does our water look on that? Settle liquid. Increase the sea level. Yeah, there you go. See how that looks. Something like that. Settle liquid. Right. Liquid. So how does that look? The tint's not really showing as much as I thought it would, I have to say. But I'm going to go over green like that, maybe. Make it a very greeny sort of liquid colour. Don't need vegetation. Right, down here, this green is awful. Let's lower that. Right. Could keep like north white sort of colour there, maybe. Green. There's a lot of greens. Maybe make this more of a yellowy shade. Oh, that's a loud siren outside. I don't want contrast. I want this one though. This one's always quite... You always get some quite good looks out of that. So that middle colour really is a strong... That really does have a strong influence on the rest of the planet. That doesn't make much of a difference, that one there. You can see barely this colour here makes literally almost no changes. Pretty much that colour's non-existent. So it's really this colour here. So I'm going to make that maybe the green we want. Oi, don't do that. And this colour here. I usually do like a bit of yellow mixed in with my earthlike world, just to represent like sandy materials or like different sort of phases. How does that look? Yeah, I don't know if I like it. Surface colours, with the surface colours. Clouds and atmosphere on. What are they looking like? Give it a bit more. We'll put it all together now. When you put it together, it ain't so bad actually. Sometimes you just need to have the full-on effect just to make it really look good. Do we keep the white clouds? I'm going to go with atmosphere of a... Ooh, yeah. That's a lot of blue. But, you know, more nice sort of earthy world. Maybe give it a two-tone as well. I do like a two-tone with like a greenish colour. I think they always go quite well together when you get this sort of effect. The green and the blue mixed together. You also do it with green and red, but the green and the blue. Maybe just fade out the blue a bit, just so the blue is a little more prominent. Lower it down, and you get a nice two-tone. 29's a little too high. Let's lower it a bit more. But it's green and blue together. Looks pretty cool to me. I think I'll stick with that. It looks good, actually. Yeah, I think it looks... Yeah, I don't know about underneath. The green's still a little off to me. I think it's a little too... That's too bright. Darker green, though? I think that may hit the spot. That hits the spot more for me. And then maybe this colour here... Maybe not full-on yellow, but just pale it out a bit. Somewhere there. There you go. Bit of a sandy, sort of more sandy regions on the high. Low elevation does nothing, as we know, so we'll leave that alone. Clouds on, atmosphere on. Oh yeah, I like it. Wispy clouds. What if we go with turbulent and wispy? So first, turbulent on number 1. No. So wispy and then turbulent. Pretty good. That's quite. I quite like the way that looks. Actually, built that. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. 1.03 rotational period. Mass-wise, leaves a little to be desired, though. It's a smaller world. Let's see how it plays out. Temperature's increasing. Good. Right, how hot will it go? If it sits under 15 or under 20, that's a pretty good win for us. So let's see how that plays out. Let it roll for a bit. See how high it really goes here. It could be very interesting. So, a little too much. I just need a little more albedo then. Just give it a little more. Just make it reflect a bit more. So it's currently on the edge of the green. So let's make it a little more there. So it's cooling down. But how far will it cool down? That is the question. What was that? That was the other star. Wondering what that was. Right. Is it going to be balanced? I'm going to give it a little more. No, that'll be a bit. Cool. It's sitting around a comfortable spot now. It's struggling to go lower. If I pull it to 15, will it increase? It does. That's in a very sweet spot there then. Okay. So there's an earth-like. There's a very habitable looking world. And it's great. I'm hoping it's got good stats. Oh, look at the two-tone atmosphere with the multiple stars as well. The blue and the green mixing. That's looking pretty awesome. And then city lights on. Yes, please. Yeah, always. Colour. Where's our lights? Oi. They're on, aren't they? They're illuminate always. Yes, please. Yeah. Oh, they are there. Yeah, they are there. Okay. It's all about the colour. And as you can see, if I put them to white, they go blue. So this planet, yeah, it did have a blue tint applied. Do we keep it as blue, though? Make it blue and blue. Make it an ultra blue tint. I think the blue looks pretty... I'm going to keep it with the white, actually, because it just with the blue tint looks pretty light. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Alright. I like it. Yeah, nice big load of them there. That looks great. I'm very pleased with the way that has turned out. I think that is a great-looking rocky planet. Or great-looking Earth-like in general. And then I'm down here... I did want to maybe play with this a bit. Nah, not contrast. We'll go with the terrain. Yeah. A bit more on the terrain levels, maybe. Makes it stand out a bit more. And let's see with its full package back on. So, keeping the white clouds. That looks great. I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to lock that in. And I think it would probably be a good time to make a save, because we made a lot of progress. And it would be a shame to lose it. Let's get that in. Lock that in. There you go. But what do you think of that? I think that's a great looking Earth-like. I really like that. Right. This right out here. This also had a tint. Now, what am I thinking for the U? This had a yellow tint, though. I'm going to delete that. I don't want it. So we've got two lifelike planets here. So we've got our desert world, which is still Earth. It's still Earth-like. It still fits the theme of this system, which is lifelike planets around an 8-star system. And this one, it's a desert world, but you can have life in deserts. And it's got the nice water patch at the north and sort of south region. So it's the savannah / desert world. I quite like it. I think it looks good. And then you've got your full-on earth-like over here with the full-on good conditions. I'm guessing, hopefully, it have quite good stats here. I'm expecting a bit more. I think it's because the size of the planet isn't really high enough. And I'm guessing the ATM probably isn't where you want it either. Where is it? I'm going to put that... Try and put. Is it going to let me do it to 1? No, it doesn't. Yeah, it's annoying the way that works now, I find. But, oh, well, okay, that's fine. I just hope that doesn't ruin the nice temperature we put him at. 17.1. Nah, still seems to be doing okay. Maybe just give it a little, increment a little bit. Let's just give it a little less infrared. We'll come back to it. We'll see how it does. Anyway, so our other planets of today. 220 at the closest. This one's at 235. So I'm thinking you need a little more than 235. You're going to be a hot Venus-y world. I'm thinking at least 400 here. So... what's the problem? Albedo, we're going to lower that. Infrared, we're going to turn that up. I'm going to give it... where's our... I'm going to give it an extra layer. I'm going to put it to 3 layers. I should really give it the kick it needs now. There you go. Alright. Looking good. Alright, so we've got quite a nice sort of inner solar system around Alpha Centauri now. But I'm thinking we can make it a triple. We've got the desert. We've got the proper like Earth-like conditions. And now I'm thinking a cold Tiagra kind of biome, you know, something, you know, big sort of forests, things like that, you know, cold, wintry forests. You kind of think of like Alaska or northern Canada, somewhere like that, you know, just lots of thick trees, but lots of snow, stuff like that, but still kind of in the sort of desert or the habitable kind of margins. And actually, I was looking at the comments as well. But yeah, one of the guys actually said about a cool desert world. So we've got a warmer desert world, but we know we could try and sneak a cool desert in as well. So it should be interesting. So I'm just going through the comments as well and just picking up any of the ideas because I know you guys left some as well. So just seeing if there's anything as well we could come up with. But yeah, the cold desert. Effectively, this world could be a cold desert as well. But let's see what we sort of come up with here. So, what is that? It looks cold. It's got icy. It looks icy. What's going on here? What is this? Is that clouds? Oh, that's a surface. Oh, what is this all about? Is that generally just a... That's not an atmosphere either. This is a very strange one, isn't it? Does that ruin that if I do that? It does. Okay, so you'd have to keep that white. No, I don't know if I want to do that. But for this next planet, I'm thinking a dark greeny blue atmosphere. We'll see what we come up with. Maybe like a turquoise. I'm going to go over fresh rocky this time. I'm going to build just completely from scratch. I'm going to place it there. So it's going to be on the edge of the atmospheres. So we need to make sure this guy has an atmosphere that can hold on to being at this range. So first of all, we need an atmosphere. Yes, we need something in here. Maybe something like that. 2 layers. Okay, we'll see how that kicks off. It may need a little extra just to support it at this range. So there you go. Okay, 0 degrees. It's getting cold, but as long as it sits, you know, not much lower than -10, I don't mind. But first of all, let's actually get the customization done first because we need to get the water in here. So nitrogen, yeah, looking pretty good. Let's add some water. I don't know about masses of Earth though. Water. Add some oxygen. Bit of oxygen in there. Give it a little more water. There you go. Contain a nice bit of water, then get some oxygen. Maybe a tad of carbon dioxide as well, just a little bit. Throw that in there. Right. So let's get that sea level going first of all. Let's also try and settle the liquid, stabilise the phases, the usual, and then we'll sea level. Let's increase that. Get some oceans going. There you go. So there are oceans. There you go. I'm not going to have them ridiculously everywhere, but it's going to have a nice patch of them. I quite like the surface section this has already got. What is that? That's 13 and 1. Can I do a 1 and a 50? Oh, are they not going to go over 1 and a... Oh. Rhea. Because this one has a lot of craters on it. Like a bit of craters. We'll sit with that. Right. Let's settle the levels again. There you go. Okay. Maybe increase a bit more, a little bit more in there. Go up a little more. There you go. You know what? 15 or 14. I'll go with 14. Those ones are my favourites. Settle liquid. There you go. So it changes the game a bit. There you go. I don't know. Okay, we'll stick with that for now. Right, now. Vegetation. I'm not going to go with that. Base colour. Yes, I want. Custom. Already looking kind of what I'm after. With that green immediately is kind of what I'm good. And then I'm going to make this. That's that colour there. So I'm going to leave that alone. This. Yeah, it doesn't really do much either, does it? Turn the terrain up a bit. Now I'm going to make the water white, or very, very pale blue white anyway, because this is a cold planet. It's going to have cold, you know, very icy looking oceans. So I'm going to make that almost white in colour, the oceans anyway. Right. Atmosphere's on. Like I said, I wanted maybe a turquoisey green, a dark turquoisey green. We need a lot more white. I need some snow. I need more surface colour being white. So that's all white. So this colour kind of controls a lot of the planet. So maybe we have that as the dominant colour than the white. I'm going to lower the contrast. That's more like it. Maybe put that. How does that look as the green again? Okay, so I'm going to keep that white. This colour here, have that as the green, representing our forests. Our like, thick sort of spruce tree forest. You know, evergreens, redwood trees, things like that. You know, a very cold sort of area. That doesn't really do much, does it? But the majority is white because it is a wintry world. So hopefully we get some snow and ice once this world really sorts itself out. 34 degrees. Is it actually at 34? We can't have it at 34. No way. Surely not. How does it function in the long term? I want it to sit around maybe 5. 0 to 5. If it sits flat there, that'd be great. So it's cooling down. Okay, pretty obvious. Okay, so that's going to drop, isn't it? It's a 0. No, it warms up from 0. Are you serious? Right, so we're right on the border then. So I'm going to go with a little more to the albedo. I'm just going to just a tad, just a little bit more, just to push it under that 0 mark, just to keep it. Oh, it's just hanging on, isn't it? You know, around there. I want it sitting around there, maybe. Just hanging on to that 0 as average. So cold areas. It's still at 43 on the hottest regions. How? Damn. It's a little more than that. Rotational period. How's that looking? Orbital period. I'm going to push it a little further out from the star. Give it a little more. Cool it down. Rotational period. I'm thinking maybe... What's that in hours? Because that's already pretty much slap bang. 35 hour day? I'm going to lower it maybe to 30. What's that orbit there? Is that the other star again? What is that? Was that like that? That's the binary, isn't it? What's that binary doing? That shouldn't be doing that. Oh, so that's just orbiting. Okay, we may need to sort those guys out at some point, but that's fine for now. Okay, again, I'm going to throw a save in, though, just because I've noticed that's changed. That wasn't like that earlier. So let's see. Okay, there you go. So they're wobbling around a bit, yeah. I just hope they don't. Imagine if it just blows up. Oh. They're in an orbit together though. They'll be fine. But yeah, anyway, so back to you. Looks pretty wintry for sure. Clouds though, gonna have them definitely white. There we go, wispy, and thick together. They're already on max stats there. That is thick and wispy. Yeah. Maybe I need even more. I don't know. I think the oceans may need to be fully white, just make it look proper wintry. So full on white. But then you can't really tell it's water though. I mean that's ultra light blue, isn't it? We'll sit with that. Now the atmosphere itself is pretty white as well. But you know, if you increase it, it is more. Could two-tone it. That's a little too much for me. I'm gonna leave it roughly where he is. I'm going to put it there. In the atmosphere colour. Make it just a very light blue. Kind of fits with the snowy kind of theme. Is that too much? Maybe a little more pale, maybe more to the greener scale again. I'm going to sit with that. So underneath again, that's what we're looking like at the moment. So the oceans there, they're pretty white, but you have got your little green areas, so I guess you could say that's your cold desert, because a lot of it is just open land. There's only green on the high elevation, isn't it, to represent that. So you know, you have got a lot of the, yeah, that, effectively there's your cold desert. So looking good. It's got this sort of clouds on it as well. Yeah, okay. And it's sitting at -9 or -0.09, 33 at the hottest, but it's only on very few points it's actually that high. The rest of it is cold. Then the coldest areas go to minus. So that is in a very, very good spot. That is actually, that's planned out pretty nicely. So I'm pretty pleased with the way that looks actually. Looks, yeah, not too bad. Quite like the way he's showing up. So we've got quite an interesting inner solar system around Alpha Centauri here. It's all fairly nice. Let it run for a bit, make sure it's all behaving itself. You can see those two stars are definitely mucking around there, aren't they? We have to come back to those two at some point, get them, need to stabilise them a bit. So they're almost bending around a bit, but they're orbiting all alright, aren't they? Just have another double check on them. So it's just orbiting, their orbit's just being bent, they're not actually, the stars themselves are doing alright. So we're right back to Alpha A. We haven't even got up to the Trappist area yet. I'm thinking we're going to finish off, but we're going to just start the outer system with maybe the first of the gas giants. I'm going to go with the chlorine gas giant. We're going to place that straight in there. There you go. First of the gas giants, maybe. Make it a little closer, though. Let's lower it down. Put it there. Next planet out. So you've got your inner system, then you've got the beginning of an outer system with the chlorine gas giant. Looking pretty good. Very nice. Okay, great. So there you go, everybody. What do you think of that for the upgrade around Alpha Centauri? I think we've got quite a nice line of objects. We've got 3 habitable worlds in a row with the warmer desert, the savanna desert. You got your full-on earth-like world there with the good conditions, and then you got your more frozen sort of biome over here with a few little areas of evergreen trees mixed in, but mostly white on appearance. So the desert winter land there. There you go. But yeah, that all said and done. Hope you all enjoyed today's episode. If you did, leave that like. Let's see if we can go for 100 likes on this video, guys. Also, subscribe for more. Helps on the journey to 40,000 subscribers. And if you've got any sort of suggestions for an object, like for this ice world here, for instance, let me know down below in the comments what objects you think I could add to this system. But with that all said and done, everybody, make sure you have a great day. Stay safe out there. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.